Alright, what's going on, guys? Dorohedoro episode 8 review. Now, if you guys are interested in knowing when the next installment for the Dorohedoro manga is coming out, I do have some bad news on that front. It turns out that 6 volumes of the manga was taken down, so unfortunately, going forward, I will not be able to do those manga reviews. That also does include the Beastars manga videos as well. So it is what it is. We really can't do anything about it. I'll continue doing the Dorohedoro episode reviews, and I'll be shifting my focus from the manga videos to more anime reviews. So that's how it's going to be going forward. I do apologize, but you know, we got to play by the rules. So with that said, let's get right into it. So in this episode, it looks like we're getting ready for a momentous night known as the Blue Night. Now, the reason we know about this is Kaiman decides to leave the hole and go to the magic user world. He wants to discover who he is. He wants to discover why he was turned into a lizard man. So he goes to the magic user world. We see all these posters and flyers about the oncoming Blue Night. And right before the whole proceedings start, Kaiman decides to steal a beer. And then, you know, he's sitting in a dark alley and he's like, oh, I'm so hungry, what am I gonna do? And then he's witnessing a mugging. 2 guys are attacking this magic user. It looks like they want that magic user for this Blue Night that's coming up. And then we see this big, disgusting man, he intervenes, but then Kaiman decides to intervene as well. We find out that the man's name is Tamba, and he's like, hey, thanks for saving my worker. Hey, why don't you come to my restaurant? I'll give you some food. So he decides to feed Kaiman, and it looks like Kaiman gets a job out of it. He's gonna wash some dishes for this restaurant. And then shortly afterwards, we see this blue beetle flying through the sky. Now it goes over to En's residence. It's commemorating the start of the Blue Night. And in preparation for the Blue Night, En and the various family members are deciding to get new outfits. They bring a magical tailor over to the En residence, and they all get new digs. And I gotta say, this episode is very humorous. There's a lot of comedic moments, especially from Abisu. She wants her outfit to, give off the impression that she has big boobs, because as we see from the measurements, she's pretty flat. And as this is going on, actually prior to this going on, we see a little moment with Risu. He has a recollection of his past life in the moments leading up to his death. Now, it looks like he took on some sort of job from this cross-eyes organization. And we see one of his friends, that's wearing a mask and a dark hoodie. He's warning Risu about the cross-eyes. His name is Aikawa, and he's like, you know, don't get involved in that cross-eyes organization. They're nothing but trouble. However, Risu does it nonetheless, and he ends up going to like this shrine / graveyard, and when he gets there, he gets sliced right from behind. He's dead. So we don't see who killed him. It just kind of looks like a dark, shadowy figure. So very cryptic stuff. Unfortunately, we don't find out much information into Risu / Kaiman's past, if in fact Kaiman is Risu. And then we're back to the Blue Night. Kaiman was told to stay at Tamba's restaurant to sort of hold the fort down. However, Kaiman's like, well, Risu might be at the Blue Night. If I could get into contact with him, I could get some more information as to my past. So he decides to sneak in. He takes down a couple of guards and puts on one of their uniforms. So he's in the residence at this point. He's just trying to get some information any way he can. And then we're back to the En family. And I should say, now the whole point of this Blue Night, it's an event that happens every 4 years for magic users to get new partners. So the way you do it is that you can put in applications to be someone's partner. Now there's a very humorous moment because En, Shin, and Noi and Kikuragi all get a ton of applications to become their partners. However, Abisu gets 0 applications, and she's very disheartened by this information. Now, Fujita thinks he's not going to get any applications as well because he doesn't have any sort of magical abilities that would entice someone to be his partner. However, he does get a couple applications, so he's pretty happy about this. We then go to a scene where En is giving a speech right before the Blue Night starts, and he gives everyone a very vicious warning that if anyone tries to be Kikuragi's partner, he's gonna personally kill them. So yeah, very humorous moment there. And right before the Blue Night starts, we see Noi going to the bathroom, and it looks like she's attacked. A huge explosion happens, so we have no idea what's going on. We see that Shin looks very nervous. He's wondering what's going on with her. We then see a scene where En's henchmen are at a shop, and they're investigating the situation that happened with the shopkeeper that Nikaido was trying to sell that black magic to. Remember in a previous episode, Nikaido was trying to sell that black magic. The guy was giving her a ton of money, and then she ended up killing the guy. And they see a video camera, so it looks like Nikaido might get found out. And then we go back to Nikaido in the hole, and she's wondering what's going on. She's wondering if Kaiman's okay. And then right then we go back to Kaiman, and he's plunging a toilet. And that's the end of the episode. So another humorous episode of Dorohedoro. I really enjoyed this one. Abisu's antics are always top notch. They're just comedic gold. I absolutely love it. And I really like the stuff with Kaiman as well. The scene with him plunging the toilet at the end of the episode was really well done. One bit of information I forgot to mention, before the Blue Night starts, we have En talking about how he wants to find a magic user that can manipulate time. Now he doesn't explain why he wants to find this magic user. We're just kind of left with the knowledge that having such a magic user as his partner would be very beneficial, as that magic is very rare and very powerful. So it'll be interesting to see if En can find this magic user and make him or her his partner. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of concerned what's going to happen to Noi. She looks like she's in some trouble. Is Kaiman going to find Risu, or is he going to find the person that is responsible for turning him into a lizard dude? We're left with a lot of questions, and we're going to have to wait till next week's episode to see what happens with the Blue Knight and see what happens with all our favorite characters. But until next time, guys, I think I'll leave it there for now, and I'll catch you on the flip side.